Two former law enforcement officers in Rapides Parish are facing evidence tampering charges. Today, Louisiana State Police announced the arrest of 3 people charged with crimes in Rapides Parish. Authorities said 28-year-old Matthew Frost, 28-year-old Brittany Tullis, and 52-year-old Tamiko Polk. They were each processed into the Rapides Parish Detention Center. This stems from a child cruelty investigation in Lafayette from last month. Frost, once an officer with APD, now a deputy in Lafayette, was arrested on March 3rd for cruelty to a juvenile. Tullis was arrested on March 21st for cruelty to a juvenile and child abandonment. Today, LSP said both are now charged with 1 count each of obstruction of justice in Rapides Parish, and that Polk, a former Rapides deputy, was charged with malfeasance in office and construction. KALB confirmed via the Rapides inmate inquiry system that each obstruction charge was related to evidence tampering. This story is developing, and we will provide updates as we learn more.